Kathy, how does a buyer really know when it's the time to buy? Like, how do they go about determining, okay, I'm going to buy now instead of later?
Okay, good question. It really just has to depend on the buyer. When you find the right house, okay, it's the right time to buy. You know, you want to make sure your terms are right, which should obviously be your interest rates. It has the amenities and everything that you want in that house. It's in the right neighborhood, that you can resell it in any market, whether it be an up market or a down market, that it's a good enough value that you know you can resell it, because always buy to sell. It's really important. Then if it meets kind of all those requirements, then the time is definitely right.
Right.
So don't pass it up. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If you find the right house in the neighborhood you want, and it's an affordable house, and their interest rates are in line with what you want your payment to be, that's when you know, when the stars align, it's the right time to buy.
Now, what's the psychology kind of like behind that? Like, why do people? Obviously, I think we're humans, and I think everyone wants more than what they're getting. They always want a better deal. They always want more things added on top. What's the psychology behind waiting so long to find the right? To find that.
Yep. That's a lot of what's going on in the market too, other than just the supply and demand. But the psychology, yeah. If you wait too long, again, you're going to lose the house. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. It's very emotional. It's a very home buying is a very challenging emotional purchase, and it's the biggest decision you'll probably ever make in your life, as far as money's involved. You know, the biggest purchase you'll make. So psychology does go a lot into it, and if you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, sometimes it just doesn't even happen. You'll.
So you're saying a lot of it has to do with commitment issues?
I don't know about that, but yeah, kind of, probably. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge step. It's a huge step.
And there's nothing wrong with,
Absolutely. You have to research it. You talk to your mortgage lender, Ruben, and your real estate agent, to kind of help you. But there is a lot of psychology that goes actually into it. But if you wait too long, you're going to price yourself right out of it and talk yourself right out of it. And if it's really what you want, again, if everything fits into place, you find the right house, you've been looking, you know it's a good value, your interest rates are in line, your payments are solid, that's when you know when it's the right time.
Exactly. Great. Well, thank you for your insight.
You're welcome.
All right.
Did I do that right?
Yeah, no, that was good.
Okay.
I think that was good.
I did the psychology. I think that was the psychology. Yeah, the psychology was almost in both of them.
I think another good question is, how do you know when you're getting a great deal?
Oh, that's a good deal. That's a good question.
Okay. So that's obviously one thing that helps people better.
Yeah.
Kathy, there's a lot of buyers out there looking right now. How do they know when they're getting a great deal on a home?
Okay, good question. A couple things. I mean, everybody's so internet savvy today. You can go on the internet. There's like Zillow.com. You can put in an address and find out what the value is. The other thing is, talk to your real estate agent. Obviously, you can go to Boston.com and, like I said, on the internet to kind of research, go to open houses, so you kind of know the value in that neighborhood. And then work with your local realtor, whoever you're working with. It's really important. They can do a comparative market analysis on the particular home you want to buy and tell you in the neighborhood, what the houses have gone for. And most realtors know the neighborhoods. We know, if it's a short sale or foreclosure or a special situation where the seller, kind of has to sell, you can get some really good deals. And most of the time the realtors can actually help you with that. Or again, there's so much information online, you can actually research that yourself. But always double check it with the realtor, because we have kind of the most accurate, up-to-date information, and especially, like, let's say it's here in Quincy, realtors in Quincy, they pretty much they know that market, and they're going to know when a good deal comes up. You want to have a relationship with that agent for them to say, just pick up the phone and call you, and not call other buyers that they're working with too. So try to be first to kind of get a good deal.
Yes, and people out there definitely, Kathy does this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You definitely have to rely on a professional to give you the advice. Beware of all the information you'll find on the internet, because sometimes it can be misleading.
It's good to research. It could be misleading, but double check it with the realtor, because we're going to give you pictures and comps and the addresses and photos. We can take you directly to the other homes that are comparable, so you can actually physically go in and see it and examine it for yourself and make, the right decision for you.
Exactly. Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.